All right, so we are exploring the statistical arbitrage opportunities using machine learning strategy. This is work that was done by Zhang and Zhang and Du and Yang. So they wrote this paper in 2021. It was published in Computational Economics 2022. And so it's one of the most recent papers. Why do we have to explore this paper? Well, we want to try and follow their strategy. That is what we want to do. We want to see if we can actually do what they did. We are going to follow everything that they did and then try to reproduce this paper. We want to learn machine learning. So there was a machine learning strategy that was used. And at the end of it, or when everything has been said and done, we then look for the weaknesses maybe of the paper to say, what was wrong with the paper. Maybe there could be something that you can find, that was wrong with the paper. So that's also one of the things that we want to explore later. All right. So now, the reason why we talk about arbitrage opportunity, um, we discussed what arbitrage is, why it is important in the first video, and arbitrage is beaten by the efficient market hypothesis. If the market is that much efficient, arbitrage will never happen. So unfortunately, in reality, the market is never efficient. People make choices, they make decision, and that is the part of behavioral finance. That's what they discuss there. And arbitrage opportunity exploration is important to ensure the profitability of statistical arbitrage. All right. So, in other words, in order for you to have some free lunch, you must have a mechanism to do that. That's what this statement is saying. There must be a mechanism for free lunch. So, design a mechanism for free lunch. Otherwise, it will not come. So that's what we want to do as well. All right. And what used to happen is that, according to the authors, there are a lot of co-integration models. And these ones are the ones that used to work some time back, but they do have their own weaknesses, because in the context of arbitrage opportunities or co-integration, it is mostly associated with pairs trading. And pairs trading, meaning that, so we have got pairs trading like this, where you have got Google here and then Apple there. So you will be trading these two in a pair. It's a pair, all right? And then where co-integration now used to come into identification of the co-integrated pairs. So you needed to take advantage of perceived mispricing between two assets that are co-integrated. And the challenges that you would face now is identification. How do you know that these two are actually co-integrated, right? And we are going to learn later that we can fix that by clustering methods in machine learning. Then model specification risks, and then the dynamic nature of the co-integration, the transaction costs, and things like market liquidity, models, the robustness of the model, and the correlation breakdown, because co-integrated pairs, they can decouple. Even though they were co-integrated, they can decouple due to unforeseen circumstances and changes in market dynamics. So how strong is the relationship? How long can it last? What is the level of endurance that is in the co-integration? So you need to understand those things, all right? So because market conditions, they can go under regime shifts where the relationship between co-integrated pairs may break down or change. And adapting to these shifts and adjusting trading strategies accordingly is actually a necessity. So these are challenges that were identified uh, from the prior studies where they were implementing co-integration models and other predictive models. All right. Now, to prevent these problems, the authors now propose a novel strategy based on machine learning to explore arbitrage opportunities and further predict whether they will make a profit or not. This is important. That was the reason why this paper was written, Profitability of Statistical Arbitrage. All right. So the gap that they saw that they explored, they saw that there were problems with co-integration, and now they are creating a novel strategy which is based on machine learning. All right. So what is this statistical arbitrage that we are talking about? And as we have said that it originated from pairs trading, what happens is that you are going to get a pair of assets. So investors can select a pair of assets from different markets which have high relation in historical prices and then set up a series of trading rules for machines. So we have got a lot of work ahead of us. We need to identify the pair, and then after identifying the pair, there are some things that we'll do there, but basically we need to identify the pair, and after identifying the pair, we then try to check for arbitrage opportunities. Otherwise, without that, we won't win. So I think I'm excited. I'm actually excited because we are going to look for our own data and then try to apply the method that was proposed by the authors. And as much as is possible, try to then at the end of the day compare our results with what they found. It could have been interesting actually to use the same assets over the same period that the authors actually use so that we reproduce the paper. We'll have to think about that. I'll have to hear from you guys. All right, cheers. My name is Teach, and we have to look forward to the next work